The opinions expressed on this program are solely those of individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of either Spectrum Generations or Time Warner Cable. Mature Lifestyle is made possible by Hollywood Slots of Bangor, where every player's a star, and by Knowlton Hewins Roberts Funeral Homes and Cremation Service. Our homes are warm and welcoming, and we take care of you and your family like we would our own. Call us anytime. We are here for you.
The words of the song say, "Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays." And these are the holidays. How peaceful is your home? Today we're at the Senator Inn and Spa, and we're going to talk about how to create a sacred space in your home where there's peace and tranquility and everyone's at ease. I'm Dot Freeman, and I have to tell you, I am the person least qualified to talk on this subject. So we're going to talk with guests who know something about this. First of all, Kandra Ayotte-Foster, and you are the spa director at the Senator Inn and Spa on Western Avenue in Augusta, Maine. Thank you, Kandra, for being with us. And next to Kandra is Sandi Halkett, and Sandi's the retail manager, and thank you both. So Kandra had said that if they can use someone like me to demystify this whole process, that they'll have accomplished their goals. So we'll give them that opportunity. Tell us about it. What does it mean to create a sacred space in your home?
The idea of it all is that you have a place to go when you're at home and you're leaving your busy life, to come home and have a space that's quiet, that's peaceful, that has some wonderful things that make you feel good. And we are here to offer a few tips and ideas that can bring you quicker to a place of relaxation and calm and true joy and happiness. It's much about being happy in your space in order to get to that peaceful place. And
during the holidays, that can be hard. Maybe it's hard anytime, but
yes,
especially during the holidays.
And Sandi is really has a lot of background and knowledge in this area, and brings a lot of it to our spa every day. And for example, it's not just being in your home during the holidays.
It's
also
wherever we are. It's the peace of mind, and it's I always think the holidays are hustle bustle. Every day is a hustle bustle. If we can just remember that creating space begins with us, so that we do the breath work when we're out there at the stoplights, rushing for that last minute chicken leg, that's on sale, or we're rushing just to relax and breathe, and our space then is perhaps our car. So to create a space of wellness for us to be able to heal, we create a space that's aesthetically pleasing to us. So you walk around your space and you say, gee, I love this. I would like to see this more. When I look at this, I remember the years past, and maybe someone has crossed over, and that so reminds you of them. You want that love within yourself. It can be your windowsill. As you're washing dishes, you have a picture up there, or you have aromatherapy, the smells, and whether it's incense from the east, or if it's just going into your herb cupboard and grabbing a cinnamon stick and putting it in water just to simmer while you're washing dishes. Anything that helps us to relax, to breathe, and to remain peaceful.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Okay,
it's
Sandi.
an everyday goal.
I'm being peaceful.
Yep.
I want to be more peaceful. I want to be even more tranquil than I already am. So give us some tips. What can we do for the present and for the future?
The first tip is to find a place either on the diaphragm or it's to retrain the body. That's why we use the Om position. To do this, it says to the brain, breathe.
Now explain that again, the
The Om, which is a sound, and the sound of the earth. And so,
are you going to make that sound for us?
Sure. Om. And as you listen to sounds, get the ones that are very pleasing to you. Higher vibrations are like flutes and harps and things like that are very calming to the body, as well as drum. The heartbeat of the drum is our heartbeat. So surrounding with sound, color is another. We're going aesthetic because our brain may not be ready for this. Oh yeah, I'm going to sit around all day and go, No, that's not what it's about, because in this society we don't have time to do that.
All right, so we're using the five senses.
So we're always
This is about
gonna
what we
use
see and what we taste and what we smell.
Touch and
Kandra,
feel.
what can you guide us to right at the beginning?
Well, you can see on the table we have a few props for you that kind of bring you there. Sandi alluded to sound. It might be a dong sound that creates.
Is that what we have
you can
here?
Go ahead
Yes.
and just
Can
hit
I
that
just strike
lightly.
this?
Yes. And you let it go.
Just that tone.
And that tells the body, breathe.
And often we come home from work, and whether it's a drink of water, or maybe you just want to sit and have a cup of tea. Often tea and warmth to the body is a way to bring the body back down to a place of calm, and whether it's a sleep tea or a calming tea, and truly it wants to be something that you enjoy, something that you like the taste of.
Comfort foods are very important through the holiday season. It's not about to bulk up on the sugar, but it's about bringing the warmth and the harvest that we've just come through, and honoring that harvest and making that squash soup and making the zucchini breads and things. And what we've done is we've gathered, and it's just so the brain remembers. We've gathered all these things. Now what are we going to do with them? Oh, well, gosh, I have an extra 10 minutes. I could make up something. And while I'm cooking, I have pleasant music on. I have the smell of what's cooking. And, all of a sudden, I can't remember why I was so ticked off before I left work 2 hours ago. You've released that. You've allowed yourself to become into the calm zone or whatever. Color, sound, and
Talk to us
light.
about color. Talk to us about
Color
color, because
is
we've
so
had
important.
sound,
Yep.
and I understand about the tea, the warmth of the tea, and an herbal tea
Right.
is something that isn't a stimulant.
And the color of the tea, and you go out for dinner and how it's presented. It's so pleasing to the eye that the belly says it must be good for you. So if it looks good, it usually is.
If we're in our home, what is a color? What is a pleasing color? Are there colors to avoid?
That's a totally it's a preference. People have all their own preferences, and you can get into colors. The reds are very warm, but I don't want a red bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So it's our preferences of what we have. Softer colors soften us. Bold colors bold us out. So we work with the color through the sound, and rocks carry it all. And whether your brain.
Now, we have a rock here. Tell me what we're seeing.
This is a smoky quartz, and it's very beautiful, and it's in
Very
natural
beautiful.
form. And just by bringing that, it keeps me calm to see that, because I have sat and held it just like you would, your knitting needles. Some people, it's what brings us to that point. If knitting needles are going to give it to you, then knit a little more. Though it's what helps us to stay and create the calm, and the stones are very pleasing to the eye.
Now, you also said something about the scents, and especially when you mentioned zucchini bread. You have my undivided
you can smell
attention.
that. Sure.
But what about incense? Is
Incense
that
are
important?
great. Yeah. Aromatherapy, smells are all about memories. So it awakens that part of our brain, and not all memories are good. So, and that's okay. So we can release the ones that aren't so good, and we can breathe in the ones that are good. And we can, so it's this constant give and take. And that's what the holidays are all about. And that's what every day of our lives are about, is giving and taking and open and receiving. And we do this while we're creating that space. So it doesn't cost a lot of money. People will say, oh, I don't have the kind of money to go and buy these things for my home.
Right.
You don't need to.
We
You
don't.
already have them. You have all your special things. You may be going through a jewelry box and find a pendant that was gifted to you from your mom. And oh, I remember that. I was 12 years. Oh, well, I'd like to look at that more often. Why keep it in the drawer even if I'm not wearing it? Let me bring that in. A lot of people will pin different things inside so that people can't see, but I know they're
It's
there.
close to your heart.
Sure. Putting things in our pockets. If you go by a beautiful plant and you say, you know, that's flowering, you say, I'd really like some of you today, and you take a little flower and you put it in your pocket. Nobody knows it's in there but you, and it makes you just feel good all day.
Great. Kandra, at the Senator Inn and Spa, people come to the spa because they want to relax. All of this information is available to them and more. They can learn more with you.
I think just being at the spa, they understand that we've created that for them.
Right.
There's always relaxation music playing in the background. Sometimes they won't even notice it, but it is there, bringing them down as to a relaxed place. The colors at the spa, which you talked about, we brought some of them in here. They're lighter teals and kind of buttery yellows and kind of a gentle greens. Those colors really allow them to forget about other things and to concentrate on themselves. We offer tea.
Right.
We, something just as simple as when you go into a massage, people are often a little uptight about the idea of massage, and it's not a comfortable thing for everyone. But often therapists will just ask them to breathe for a few moments to kind of get them to relax and think about something else. And, at the spa, it all comes together. And so when you're having services, we'll allude to some of those relaxation things.
Okay.
We'll use a neck pillow and an eye pillow, anything we can do to take them to another place.
Well, I'm feeling calmer already. I'm feeling
Good.
just downright serene.
There
So
you go.
if you'll stay with us, we'll come back and we'll talk more about what's going on at the Senator Inn and Spa. Stay with us.
Thank you.
There's no place like Hollywood. From the newest slots to blockbuster jackpots and all the excitement you can handle. This is where you're in the spotlight. You're the star. A place where the action never stops and the night is always young. Hollywood, the name says it all.
Spectrum Generations. Live healthy. Live well. Get answers. Get connected. Spectrum Generations. Specializing in the art of aging.
The one thing that people that watch mainly motorsports might not be aware of is the passion that I have for all fields of motorsports. Welcome to this week's edition of Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by Snowpro. Anything I can do to help promote the sport, I'll do through the show.
We're over here at Seacoast Dyno. We're up here in Lyman, Maine. Now we've caught up with the 2008 champion in the box stock division.
No matter what kind of motorsports enthusiast you are, Mainly Motorsports will catch everybody's interest.
We're back, And these are the holidays, the days of happiness and a touch of stress. So we're here today at the Senator Inn and Spa in Augusta, Maine. And what you see around my neck, I was not in an automobile accident during the break. This is a neck wrap. And I have two guests from the Senator Inn and Spa who are going to help me help you understand what this is and why you're going to be interested in it too. First of all, Heidi Hayden, who is the lead esthetician and a nail technician at the Senator Inn and Spa, and Bob Tucker, who is the lead massage therapist. Thank you both. What have I got around my neck? Bob, Heidi, what is this and why do I have it around my neck?
It's a neck wrap, and it's made here in Maine, but we use them in services, both massage and aesthetics and nails. It's a kind of a universal thing for us, but it's something you can use at home very easily. So it's got some rice in it, and it has a washable cover on the outside, and you can put it in the microwave and heat it up. And what happens to rice when it gets warmed in the microwave is it stays warm for quite a while. It has some weight to it, as you may notice, but also it gathers moisture, so it provides moist heat.
Moist heat.
Yep.
And it has a lovely scent. And you say these are made here in Maine?
Yes, Grandpa's Garden.
And where's that?
Located in Brunswick,
In Brunswick, Maine.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Well, Heidi, tell us what you do. What do you do as an esthetician?
That's the practice of skincare. So I provide facials, body treatments, waxing, makeup application, and lesson at the spa here in Augusta.
Now, one of the things that you do, I don't know if it's called a treatment or what the proper term is, but it's a paraffin bath for one's hands, for skin and nails, and we're going to do that with me. And so how do I do this, Heidi? What do I do?
Well, we do these in our nail treatments, and something you can do at home very easily. A lot of times it's nice to start with a scrub first, which we probably won't do today.
Okay.
But it's a nice sea salt scrub. This would take off the dead skin cells on your hands or feet.
Smells lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so after we do that, then I'm going in that paraffin bath.
Yep.
All right.
And this unit controls the temperature, so it's not hot enough to burn your skin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very soothing to tired joints and muscles, and it's moisturizing.
Okay. Soothing, tired joints, and muscles. I have those. Right
so
in
you
here?
just want to dip right in and remove it from the wax.
Okay. For those of you who are involved in candle making at home, don't try this in your own house.
It can be particularly good for someone who has osteoarthritis in the hands, which is a fairly common thing for those of us who are of a certain age.
Of a certain age.
Yes.
I like that, Bob. Thank you. Thank you so much. And then we go into a plastic bag, and I stay in there for a while?
Yeah, about 10 minutes. And you'll feel it, the heat kind of going away, and that's when you know it's time to take
What does
it
it cost to get a paraffin bath? How much is this particular treatment?
Well, they're available at department stores and beauty supply stores, and my guess would be they're probably around $100 for a unit.
All right, and if I just want to come to the Senator Inn and Spa and have this done, what would it cost me to have this?
It's part of our spa manicure, which is $45.
A steal at twice the price. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, in addition to the paraffin hand bath and the neck wrap, you also have something called misting, and you're going to show us how that works on Bob, our willing participant. Tell us about what that is and why we do that.
Facial misting can just be very relaxing. It's moisturizing for your skin, but it also can lift your spirits too, and it's something you can do at home. You could throw your mist in your gym bag, purse, or briefcase and do it throughout the day when your skin might be feeling tight or dry.
And especially during the winter months. Everybody has dry skin, and men shaving on a daily basis, that raking that piece of steel across your flesh every day, that dries out your skin.
Yes, yeah, and of course when we're heating our houses too, particularly if you have wood heat or central heating at all, that's one thing about living in the Northeast. We have that to contend with. So.
Absolutely. So show us how that works.
Okay. You want to just close your eyes, Bob. You hold it just 10 to 12 inches away from the face and mist in a circle.
And just 2 or 3 spritzes like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're free to go.
The other part about it is oftentimes in a mist, the ones that are sold, there's some scent involved in it, so it may be rose or lavender or something like that. So not only does it hydrate your skin, but also you get that experience too. So.
Is that the aromatherapy? We heard a bit about aromatherapy
Yes.
earlier.
Yeah, you'll hear a lot about that if you come to the spa.
Okay. You are the lead massage therapist, and tell us what you do on a daily basis.
Massage in Maine, we've had licensure in Maine for about 15 years, and it's stated in the license that it's the manipulation of soft tissue, so muscles, tendons, basically anything that's not our skeleton, in a way that's supposed to promote well-being, a sense of well-being, improve health, and promote relaxation. So that's.
And where did you train? How did you learn how to do this?
I went to the Downey School of Massage in Waldoboro, Maine, which is right here in the Mid-Coast. In 1998, I went to school there.
And did you always know that was something you wanted to do, or did you discover this?
Absolutely not. I worked for the state government for 12 years before that. So
well, that must have made you tense.
That's one way to put it.
Okay. And so you want to help others with massage, and do you like it? I mean,
I do.
You certainly seem to
My
enjoy it.
first experience or what brought me to that was receiving massage when I was about 30, so about a certain time ago. And before that, I hadn't really spent much time thinking about it. After that, I hadn't spent any time about becoming a massage therapist until I started thinking about doing something different for a career. So I always tell people you never know where your first massage is going to take you.
Right.
So here I am. I gave up a 12-year career with the state, and I've been doing this for 10 years now.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've gone from one pain in the neck to another.
More or less.
Okay. Now tell me, seriously, Bob, do you see as many men as you do women? Are you seeing more men who come in to have massages?
Unfortunately, no to the first part of that. And Maine is no different than the rest of the country. About 80% of receivers of massage are female, 20% are male, and Maine holds true to that. Our clientele is probably somewhere in that arena. The major exception to that, and I tell guys this all the time, is almost every professional sports team has a massage therapist as part of their training staff. So all the NFL football players, most of the Major League Baseball teams have massage therapists, every Olympic village. So, but we still have a long ways to go.
Sure. So there's room for learning to occur, and as a result of this show, I'll bet that happens. Heidi, when you, as an esthetician, do you see many men or primarily women? Do men come in for manicures, or is it predominantly women?
We do see some male in for treatments in the nail treatment rooms and the aesthetic rooms, but it is primarily women at this time. But I think that it is growing, the interest and desire for men to have those treatments.
What are the services that are in the area of aesthetics that you provide, and nails? What are the 2 or 3 services that people most request?
Oh, pedicures are very, very popular, and facials and waxing is very popular as well.
So manis and pedis are very popular, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And Bob, what kinds of services do people most request in the area of massage?
I think probably our most popular service is the 1-hour massage, but we have shorter and longer durations of time. We also have specialty services like the hot stone massage, which is very popular now.
Tell us about the hot stone massage. I've heard about that.
We use the stones as a vehicle to transfer heat to the body. So they're natural stones. They're tumbled. They're very smooth. They're about 140 degrees. So I tell people about baked potato temp, and we use those to place under the body in certain areas. We use them as a warm tool with some organic jojoba oil to use them to massage with. So it's a very warming service, and people get it and they're hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, particularly for those people who are always chilly. That can be really nice.
I'm sure that. Now, when people come for a massage, do they come on a regular basis, or is it just a treat that they go to the Senator Inn and Spa?
Both of those things. We have people that come in on a maintenance as a part of their self-care regimen that maybe I encourage people to think about like they would, eating properly and exercising properly and using massage as a way to take care of themselves. But very often we have people that come in for their birthday, for their anniversary, for their Christmas present. That's a common experience too. And we see a lot of people for their very first massage here because people feel comfortable with the Senator. It's a known brand, and we're a big organization, and we have a large staff. So we see a lot of people for their very first massage, and that's a very special, unique, and nice thing to do.
Sure. Give me an idea of the price range. If someone's coming in for a massage, it could cost as little as and as much as.
$35 to as much as $129, so there's a broad range there.
And how long does a typical $35 massage is?
That would be 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Right.
And I see chair massages where it's
that would be the 15-minute.
Yeah.
15 or 30 minutes. That's a nice, I call it the entry-level drug of massage, because people being prone in a room can be intimidating for your first time. So 15 minutes sitting in a semi-reclined position in the chair is less intimidating for people. So it's a nice way to start if you're a little bit anxious.
All right. And Heidi, tell us about the price range on the services for nails and skin.
Well, for a facial, we have a refresher facial that is a half an hour. So it could be a lunchtime sort of facial or a first time facial for somebody, and that starts at $59. And then all the way up to our ultimate facial and Zen Harmony facial, that's $139.
A Zen Harmony facial, what does that include?
The Zen Harmony facial includes your deep cleansing and exfoliation like a typical facial, but it uses a very specific Japanese massage technique in it to help relax those muscles, so you see fewer of the fine lines and expression lines.
Now you have my interest, Heidi. You have my undivided interest. Heidi Hayden, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Bob Tucker, thank you. We'll be back in just a moment.
Spectrum Generations. Live healthy, live well. Get answers, get connected. Spectrum Generations, specializing in the art of aging.
There's no place like Hollywood. From the newest slots to blockbuster jackpots and all the excitement you can handle. This is where you're in the spotlight. You're the star. A place where the action never stops and the night is always young. Hollywood, the name says it all.
Thanks for coming back. I'm sitting now with Kandra Ayotte-Foster. You're the director of the Senator Inn and Spa. Thank you so much for making us your guest today. This was really informative, and it was fun and really comforting, even for such as I. Tell us, how can people find out more? I think people are going to want to check out the Senator Inn and Spa. How do they do that?
The Senator is right in Augusta on Western Avenue. It's very easily located right off 95. We have a website which has everything you can think of that we're offering at the Senator, and not just the spa, but of course the restaurant and hotel, www.senatorin.com. You can find phone numbers there. We're easy to find in the phone book or call information. Do you want me to say the number? People
say it. Tell us that number.
It's 622-3138 for the spa.
Very good.
And we will help you through your booking of your day or your package or whatever you'd like.
Thank you, Kandra. Thank you. We're so happy to be your guests. Join us again. I'm Dot Freeman. This is Mature Lifestyle.
Mature Lifestyle is made possible by Hollywood Slots of Bangor, where every player's a star, and by Knowlton Hewins Roberts Funeral Homes and Cremation Service. Our homes are warm and welcoming, and we take care of you and your family like we would our own. Call us anytime. We are here for you.